And you need to explain to Scott.
Coaster with Absurdians many times. This is why I dubbed him the Absurdian, is because of this behavior.
That's good.
But back to, I believe it was Kay who had a question. She wants a question answered.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at Absurdian. Oh, that was funny. My question still remains, what exactly are Black men needing from Black women to build them up? What is it that they're needing that we're not giving? Because out of the 29 or so percentage of men who get married, 80% of them marry Black women. So what are they getting that they're not getting from, what are they needing from us that they're not getting? Because if they're not getting that, why do they continue to marry Black women when they finally decide to get married?
Well, that's the conundrum. See, because the obvious answer is that Black men and women actually need each other, and that's the one thing that continues to elude Black people, even people like those of Absurdian's particular flavor.
Somebody said, can we take a call? So let me do 734. 734 that has been on the line for a very long time, or nearly a half hour probably. So let's see what 734 has to say. Area code 7.
Even people like those of Absurdian's particular flavor.
Okay, if you can't mute your thing, then.
So let me do 734. 734 that has been on the line for a year.
Yeah, you gotta go. Area code 601, you're on the line. Area code 601, you're on the line.
Hi, I'm sorry. Now I'm unmuted. Well, I wanted to address the statement where I forgot the guy's name, but he was talking about the woman has been raising empires for a long time.
Cerulean?
So that,
are you talking about Cerulean?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you talking about Cerulean? I think he was the one talking about women building empires.
Yes, because when the environment calls for it, because women are...
She's trying to ask you her question.
Oh, my apologies.
For every Rosa Parks, there's a Martin Luther King. And we can't just put the responsibility on women. We need men to teach us to do that. I don't think there's a man and a woman that can speak. And honestly, I can't raise men all by myself. She was women just need men by themselves, and look where we're at. I believe that men should step up and teach men to be men. That they should stay when they make a baby, that they should bring that baby, whether it's a female baby, to teach that male baby how to walk, to not go around idolizing like this. These Instagram thoughts, just wanting to have sex with women and don't care about the consequences. So I have to disagree with whichever person saying that women have been made empires. Yeah, the Black woman has been doing that because she had to. That doesn't mean she wants to.
Oh, right. So we're gonna answer that.
That was like my statement I wanted to say to women, that women have been raising empires. Yeah, we have been. Because of Black women, we endure a lot, but it doesn't mean we want to endure it.
Okay, so we're gonna answer that right now. But here's the thing: Black women have never in history built an empire within a system of white supremacy. So
No.
the bottom line is nobody should be discussing Black women building empires. The bottom line, that's just the reality. Nobody should be even suggesting that unless they can find an example of when Black women built an empire without Black men in a system of white supremacy.
No, that's why we have to go back to an egalitarian way of life where, in my personal opinion, I'm going to just say, for instance, I'm the supreme commander of Black people. Okay? It doesn't matter who the children come from. Give me the boys and I will make them soldiers by the age of 18. You want more viable Black men? I will transform them into that. But the thing is, one of the questions that Kay asked was, what can Black women give? One thing is finance. But Black men have to be organized first before we get to that point to where we can beseech the sisters and say, okay, we have the organizational structure. We want to start creating the summer camps. We want to start reinstilling Boy Scouts. We want to start reinstilling rites of passage so that way your boys are amongst men.
Hold on.
They know how to behave.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt to ask something. What do you mean by give you finances? Because there's Black male celebrities who have a bunch of wealth. They're not doing anything. So
yeah, I don't allow celebrities to occupy the same space because they are conscripted agents of the state. That's why they spend a great deal of finance keeping these people well paid to keep you in this cycle of bread and circus where you're just distracted by celebrity and nothing's getting done within the community. And then that lack of finance that they go and spend on their comfortability, which is white comfortability, to be closer around white folks, it goes to waste. And so you have to look at them as conscripted agents. I look at them as tracer race. Only a smart or a smart, for instance, entertainer, in my opinion, is someone that is using their platform to speak on behalf of Black issues. If they're not doing that, then I look at them as a traitor.
One thing I'm often perplexed by is when we have these types of discussions is no one ever brings up us having our own intelligence apparatus.
right.
Like we don't even have, because we already know that they're going to do their counterintelligence. You know what I'm saying? I think it's wrong-headed to try and construct anything without starting with the building blocks first. And that's why I asked that previous question about specifics and having a specific plan. Like how would we? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. In fact, me and my esteemed colleague BGS talked about this off camera. My other esteemed colleague,
I see you in here, Randy.
Yes, I've esteemed because there's nothing esteemed about it. And it's up to me to even suggest that there is.
Hold on,
I too would like to say.
He is an esteemed member of the community, whether we like it or not. Here's the thing, and here's what I advocate for. In my personal opinion, there should be a strike team in every place where there's a high concentration of Black people. But here's the thing: you have a lot of Negroes that are indeed cowards. They don't have the stomach to do what is necessary for their community. I've seen it. I've seen it here in the community where. You see a white dude every once in a while get out of hand, Pookie and Ray go take care of him, and you got some coon ass nigga trying to stop him from getting his just due.
That's true.
We always trying to save white folks from the repercussions of their actions. So.
Right,
and not even holding them accountable for. And I think it, like your ideal of the camps and stuff where the kids are great and stuff, but we also need to teach our children how to navigate in a world and a system of white terrorism, because as soon as you walk outside, you have to deal with white terrorists. So, and we need to teach them how to react and how to respond in a way that isn't getting them shot and killed. And
And when I say that, I'll watch videos and stuff where the people are yelling.
Oh no, yeah, I had to stop. What's up, y'all? I had to stop. Reason why I had to. Yeah, reason why I play that is to see the nonsense. If you see the nonsense, I had to speak on this. Hold on, y'all. Man, on this. Yo, what's up, y'all? Good to see all of y'all in here. I see KD, Randy. Hold on, let me see who else I see in here. Yeah. Y'all the main ones that came up in here. Yeah. As you may see, reason why I had to play that, I had to speak on it. Why all that was going on. Not one mention. Now one see at the end of the part. That's when that sister, Miss Psychology sister, started speaking about how do we teach our children to handle white terrorism without them being shot. I don't mean no harm. First of all, let's talk on that. There's no way that we could teach our children how to handle white terrorism without being shot, because guess what? They're going to end up being shot anyway. I mean, you tell them you basically have to tell our black boys to suppress how they feel to prevent them from being shot. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, KD. You see it. The thing is, there's nothing about other than that about how to deal with this system of white supremacy that will benefit us as a people. You know what I'm saying? I actually did a video through Facebook Live on the difference between separation and segregation. And I was saying, in order to battle this global system of white supremacy, we got to separate. We got to separate from these Caucasoids. And one of the ways that we can do that in order to elevate us as a people is through the court system, class action lawsuit, get as many of us as possible to be on that lawsuit docket, you know what I'm saying, to go to the courts to get this system, this global system of white supremacy, to treat us as humans. That the treatment that we're receiving is a human rights issue and not a civil rights issue. Have a whole list of demands of what we want as a people, as far as giving us land, giving us reparations, providing us resources in order for our community to be created and built from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? So we can have all we need in order to survive in our own neighborhoods, in our own communities. You know what I'm saying? Independent of this Caucasoid system. And on top of that, everything should be tax exempt. That means the land that we get, we should not be taxed on that land. We should be tax exempt on everything. And every debt that we have incurred during the years, that all of that should be wiped out. What's they call debt forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that should be talked about in Cynthia G's live streams, but you're not gonna hear it there, because if she talks about it, she's gonna lose a lot of listeners. You know what I'm saying? That's why you guys that are in here that are listening, and people who gonna listen on this replay, are gonna get what I'm saying here. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you guys unique. Because y'all don't want to hear all the bullshit, all these other YouTubers who are not talking about separating from the Caucasoid community and the Caucasoid system. You know what I'm saying? All of you who are here want to separate from this Caucasoid system. And I'm actually giving you ideas on how to do that. And if y'all also have other ideas, you know, that's great. We could do this. You can also take it to federal court, but you can also take it to state courts too. But we could definitely start taking it to federal court. Their laws trump over state courts and local courts. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said let's start with the federal courts first. You know, in order to treat this as a human rights issue. And another demand that we should be asking for is to unincarcerate a lot of our brothers who are in jail for nonviolent offenses. Free them and let them go and erase all of their debts as well. You know what I'm saying? Right, KD. Like I said, there's no reason why this can't take place. There's no reason why this can't take place. We just got to come together as a people. And I hate that the video cut off for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's going to sound like it was on a replay, but it was some of my videos that's been into what I'm and then the points that I'm trying to make. You know, which kind of takes away from the message a little bit, but it's either the signal or YouTube is doing something. Whatever they doing, you know what I'm saying? Let's try to hang in there. Because I know they doing any little slick thing to take away from the message. You know what I'm saying? But see, on Cynthia's channel, there's no buffering there. Oh, there's hardly ever any buffering on her live streams. But there's buffering on my live stream. Oh, figure that. Figure that out. Because I'm talking about something. I'm talking about elevating my people. When Cynthia G and them is doing, they're not elevating their people. That what you said, KD, what that BBW GTOW Black Way. Yeah, they gonna see, they're not gonna see the new heaven and new earth. Yeah, they praying for a matriarchal revolution. That's not, we all know that's not gonna work. We all know that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because men like us are not gonna stand for that shit. You know what I mean? We don't buy into that. First of all, we don't buy into that. If black men, if there's more black men like us who take their rightful place in taking the lead in elevating us as a people to demand this system to treat us as human beings, as the gods that we are, then we could get somewhere. We can actually get somewhere and start on the foundation of where we can have our own neighborhoods, or where we can have our own land. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. That's the goal. And to be separate from this Caucasoid system, which is why we have a whole list of demands on what needs to be done in order for us to be independent of this Caucasoid system. That's the idea of separation versus segregation. You know what I'm saying? See, we're not calling for segregation. No, we don't want to be in the same room as these Caucasoids. No. No, we don't need black and white water fountains. No. We don't need facilities just for blacks and facilities just for whites. No. We build our own neighborhood. There's no reason to say black people only, white people only. We don't need that. That's not necessary. Now, if white people want to come into our neighborhood, they have to go through a security apparatus. We're going to have security detail. We're going to have an intel detail. We're going to have intel detail as well in order to check out what these Caucasoids are doing, what they're saying about us. Because somewhere along the line, they all going to talk about us. You know what I'm saying? Now, now there's going to be times where they ain't going to be talking about puppy dogs and their own state fairs and bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? A dog of the day, service dogs doing something good for their people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about that. I'm talking about checking on the intel, what they're saying about us. If they're going to try to infiltrate our neighborhoods, not just with their bullshit, but in trying to destroy us, because this is what these Caucasoids like to do. Yeah, good to see you in here, Randy. You know, and like Katie said, more of these black women going their own way apologists are already exposing themselves because they feel like they're missing out on their piece of white supremacy. Well, I feel like this. Those BWs, BWGTOWs, they can stay with them Caucasoids. We don't need them in our community. Any cool bootlicker, gatekeeper, we don't need those in our community. We'll take a former gangster and put them in security detail in our community. We'll take them over them coons, bootlickers, and gatekeepers and these pseudo scholars. You know what I'm saying? We'll take a gangster over all those people. You know what I'm saying? In order to elevate our community. We'll take a skilled brother or sister who knows about bricklaying, who knows how to build roads and bridges. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how to fix Wi-Fi, build up the internet. You know, things like that. Shoot, hell, we're the originators of all that shit anyway. So we'll take our inventions out of the Caucasoid community, out of the Caucasoid system, and put it into our community and see how these Caucasoids will survive without us. We don't need to be working in their places anymore. We'll be working together in our places. With reparations shit, all we're going to do is build, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to be all about. We ain't going to have no booty shaking music videos and shit like that. Hell nah. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. We're not even going to have TV programming with booty shaking videos and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have our own TV programs. You know what I mean? In which we're going to have discussions on history, on who we are as a people and where we come from. That's the new heaven and new earth, yo. That's where we need to be, yo. That is where we need to be. All this other bullshit, that Miss Psychology and them talking about in that damn live stream, fuck all that. Yeah, I saw you was in that live stream, Randy. Yeah, you was having a little discussion with that Penny Proud female. I guess she was saying that she's a swirl and what have you. Yeah, I did. That's why I didn't say anything in that room. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to listen to observe. You know, it was kind of funny because I ended up taking a nap while they was talking. They probably wasn't really talking about anything in order to pique my attention any daggone way. I was like, you know what? I kind of decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this live stream with y'all while these jokers are still talking about going around in circles and shit. This Negro arguing with Miss Psychology and them about this and that. They're just going around in circles and circles and circles. Oh, if anybody was on Psychopathia live stream, oh yeah, KD know what I'm talking about. He was there. Yeah, he got into it about he almost got into it about Miss Psychology. Yeah. He almost about to get into it a little bit. But he was talking about Mary, the great lubricator, the so-called great liberators. He called him the great lubricator. I'm like, oh goodness. Oh man. He was talking about some stuff about him. I don't really know much. I don't know what all of what he's saying is true, but it's pretty sad though. He's part of the BWGTOW, black women going their own way. He's part of that too. He's aided these sisters along. He's gonna be by himself on this. I can't hang with you, Amiri. No disrespect, hang with you on this, bro, because you're not even talking about the system. I mean, his observations and analysis is pretty off because he puts more on the blame on the brothers than on the system of white supremacy. We can't elevate as a people if we're continuously putting down each other. You know what I'm saying? We can't move on because it's not all our fault. Because guess what? These Caucasoids control everything. They have the social power, they have the economic power, and most of all, they have the political power. You know what I mean? We don't have jack. So how is a black man supposed to protect the black woman if the black man is not protected by law? If the black man not get due process, how is he supposed to protect the black woman? This mass incarceration shit, this prison industrial complex. Look at that. Look all that. How can we protect our sisters if all these systems are working against us as black men? That's what these queens need to. That's what these kings and queens and a lot of these live streams need to understand. Peace to you, August Dreams. Good seeing you in here. What's going on, Rockwaller? Oh man, yeah, I missed. I didn't even know he had a movie night. Okay. Yeah, good to see y'all in here. Yo, this is why we need to separate. This is why. And unfortunately, we gonna have to separate not only from the coons, bootlickers, and the gatekeepers, and the BWGTOWs, meaning black women going their own way, and these men going their own way nonsense. We need to separate from the Moors, the Hispanics, and the Latinos. Oh God. All of them, man. It's like we have no friends. We got no friends. And all of you that are in this room tonight, y'all not down for the foolishness that you see in some of these other live streams that, for example, the one that I was playing when I started this video. You know what I'm saying? Which continuously going on in circles and circles and circles. Yeah, exactly, August Dreams. Without realizing that we don't have any friends. Yeah, exactly, Queen Mitch. And it's like the conversation continues because the conversation is not going anywhere. There's virtually nobody in that room is speaking. But yet, Cynthia, Miss Psychology's sister, wants to say, we have to come up we have to teach our black boys how to protect themselves from white terrorism without being killed. Let me tell y'all something. There's no way we can protect our black boys and our black girls for being killed by white terrorists. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're telling them to suppress their feelings. And they shouldn't have to do that. They shouldn't have to suppress their feelings. They shouldn't have to change the way they dress. They shouldn't have to change the way they walk and the way they talk. They shouldn't have to change nothing, because we are the original people who were here on this earth first, and we shouldn't change for no damn body. Only thing we need to change is who we are on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Who we are on the inside. And if our thinking is not in reliance with this of the universe, then but we're not safe in this Caucasoid system. What's going on, King Hebrew? Peace to you, brother. We're not safe in this Caucasoid system. It's essential that we separate. And we're going to have to separate in the idea of treating this as a human rights issue. Our brothers need to be free from jail. Who are in jail for nonviolent offenses need to be free from jail. Our brothers and sisters get reparations. We need to have our own land and to be tax exempt. In order to tax paid to the government, we need to be compensated for that. And a whole lot of other things. We got a whole list of things. I may have to start putting this stuff down on paper, because I got a lot of ideas, a lot of demands that we should be demanding. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Queen Mitch. Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. It's time for retribution. We need to get what's due to us. And for all the reparations is for the years that our ancestors worked for free. And all the inventions that were stolen from us. We need to get that back too. We need to be compensated for that too. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to create our own patent office. We're going to create our own everything. We're going to have our own security detail forces. You know what I'm saying? Our intel forces is to watch what these Caucasoids are doing on their end. Watch what these Hispanics and Latinos are doing on their end. You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to be done. And we can start on the federal level and work our way down to the state level. And if none of that works, we could create a 501c3 organization, which is tax exempt, pretty much like these churches fall under, and start raising money in order to have our own community. We're not going to do like the Moors do it. See, the Moors, they pay their dues and they don't get anything back for it. All they get is a daggone ID card or something. That's all they get, and a little BS fez hat. That's it. That's just ridiculous. They should have more than that. They should be fighting for land. If they claim this is their country, they should be acquiring land. But a lot of them are not acquiring land. They pretty much pimping their own people. And we can't afford to do that. Not at this time. Because our time is now. Exactly, August Dreams. Our time is now. And that's why you guys are on this channel, because y'all tired of the BS. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear want to hear about what black men and black women are doing and not doing and this and that. Get all that garbage. Over 80% of us are married to one another. There's only like 10 to 15% of us who are swirling. Don't worry about the swirlers. That's a small percentage of the population. Just like us being concerned making gay people and transgender people acceptable. Making trans people and gay people, make sure they are part of the society. But the thing behind that is that they're trying to take over. They want all the attention. They want everybody to be like them. 2% of the population they want everybody to be like 2% of the population. That's not gonna work. Oh, peace to you, Shandy Cat. Good to see you in here, Queen. Yeah, I see you. So, yeah, it's not going to work. And black people, we are more than 13% of the population. These Caucasoids know that. But the thing is, not all of our people fill out the census. And I understand why. Everybody don't want to be tracked. Hell, when we get our own community, we can have our own damn census. You know what I mean? So, no, it's definitely not going to be easy. But there's avenues to get around it, Randy. There's definitely avenues to get around it. Regardless, this world is going to be ours anyway. This is our heaven and this is our earth. This is our new heaven and this is our new earth, y'all. These Caucasoids are going to be the thing of the past. They ain't dying out quick enough for us. Like August Dreams has said one time. You know what I mean? Exactly, August Dreams. I could care less about LGBT people and immigrants. I could care less about them. I could care less about these African immigrants because they came for white supremacy too. Look at that sister. Look at that African sister that climbed up on that statue, man. Come on now. Come on now. It don't make no daggone sense. She part of the rest and resist movement or something like that. Yeah. Cooning, exactly, Rockwaller. It's just ridiculous. It's just exactly arbitrary. Elemental P. Yep. Like Professor Black Truth says. Exactly. Oh my goodness. People in our community. Hell no. If it's only like a few blocks or several blocks, rise and resist. That's it, King Hebrew. That's it, King Hebrew. Rise and resist. That's it. Yeah, that's the movie that she's a part of. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There's like I said, there's ways to get around it. I mean, it could be done. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely be done. And it starts with us, you know what I'm and hopefully and our movement eventually will start to grow. You know what I mean? It's all about being black first there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We all we got. We all we got, y'all. Just listening to that live stream, we are definitely all we got. You know what I'm saying? Cause we're it's like we gotta stop going in circles and let's get to the meat. Let's get to the potatoes. Shoot. I don't want the dessert. I'll get the dessert later. I just want to get to the beat, god damn it. For real, man. Shoot, there's a war going on outside. And it's real. It's real. Not only we're being killed, our babies are being killed, yo. Our babies are being poisoned, are forced to be vaccinated and shit. They're poisoning our fucking food. Look what they doing. Look what happened to fucking Fukushima. And they still importing, and we still taking we're still importing taking in seafood from Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Such as tuna fish. If you see anything that is from an Asian country, don't buy it. Especially if it's seafood, don't buy it. If you can resist buying seafood at all, that's great. But especially don't buy any tuna fish from an Asian country. I'd rather you buy the regular tuna fish. You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't got to worry about being sick because it's less contaminated. You know what I mean? If you're going to eat tuna fish, don't eat tuna fish from Thailand or any other Asian country. Those videos that Radical Sister put out, I think they have helped a lot of people. And it actually has discouraged a lot of people. It actually has gotten a lot of people to not eat seafood and anything GMO. Fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? That's why we got to have our own community so we can grow our own damn food and we ain't got to worry about this GMO shit anymore. You know what I mean? We ain't got to worry about these crackers poisoning us. We'll have our own water system. That's right. We're going to have our own water system. We're going to have some good plumbing, great plumbing. Shit, we make the best plumbers any damn way. Everything we do, we're better than these caucasoids. These caucasoids will suffer without us. I guarantee you they will suffer without us. They're going to be begging us to come back so goddamn bad. But then again, they're going to have enough coons of bootlickers to do their dirty work. Oh, I bet, August Dreams. I bet. Because you know why? Because she's black. And I don't think she has come to that realization yet as a person, as an African, as a black African living in America. She hasn't come to that realization yet. Hopefully she will come to that realization pretty soon when they bail out on her. I mean, if she would have been doing this for the black immigrants, for the immigrants who look like her and only them, then that's different. I would have had much more respect for her. It would have been better had a white person would have climbed that Statue of Liberty and won't come down until you unite all those immigrant families. It should have been a white person doing that shit in the first place, just like it should have been a white taking down that Confederate flag and not a black woman and not a sister named Bree Newsom. Salute to her, you know what I'm saying? But it should have been a white woman. Should be white people doing this shit. This is their system. Exactly, August Dreams. And it's sad. And it's sad. But this is what happens when you cape for white supremacy. They're gonna leave you hanging. Any white organization, of a socialist, they're gonna leave you hanging. They're gonna dilute your voice because your voice don't matter in their movement. You know, I kind of had to learn. I kind of had to learn the hard way too. You know what I'm saying? But but the thing is the white organization I used to be a part of, they like went down the tank anyway. I kind of already separated myself from them anyway, but not completely. But I pretty much like moved on from it, and this is why I'm here. You know, and I've been grinding and surviving ever since. You know, it's time for us to do more than grind and survive. It's time for us. Time for us to start winning as a people. Exactly, Randy. And most importantly, we got to be black first and only black. This is why we need to have our own community. This is why we need to have our own neighborhoods. This is why we need to have our own everything, our own record labels, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything, our own media. Shit. Our own media, our own internet, Wi-Fi. Fuck these caucasoids, man. We don't need to be around them anymore. All they brought to us is pain and destruction. They psychologically manipulated us. And some of our people still don't see that. But that's okay. If they're going to learn, we're just going to have to keep them with the caucasoids for a while until they come to the reality. Yeah, and in order to be citizens of our nation, they're going to have to answer some questions. Fuck that shit. We're going to have them motherfuckers do a goddamn exam. Hell yeah. Like they do to these fucking immigrants. Get them a damn exam. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. Yo, I'm so glad that all of y'all in here. For real. I don't expect any large crowds, but this is good for me because there's always a few people who's going to go against the grain. It's going to go against the grain and listen to real truth, listen to real talk. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I bring, you know. And this is why we don't need to be segregated. We need to be separated. The book that they have polluted, called the Bible, even says that we should separate from the Gentiles. So it's essential that we do it. Exactly, Randy. Exactly. And that's pretty much all what I want to say to y'all. Give y'all a little something for y'all to rest your laurels on. You know what I'm saying? Uplift y'all. You know what I'm saying? Here for the love of my people. Love of my people who are black first. Who are concerned about issues that concerns us and only us. You know what I'm saying? We need to be one issue voters. If we don't vote, that's fine too. Sometimes we got to hold our own nuts. For real. Sometimes we got to do that. Until they start focusing on us. But we can't expect them to focus on us. And this is why we need to have our own community, our own political apparatus, our own intel agencies, our own security detail, yo. It's essential. It is essential. And that's all I want to leave with y'all this evening. So anyway, have a good Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.